All right, side attack -1, height -1, inspired -2. Where's my no movement bonus? Maybe it's just a penalty for having moved. Long range +4, target terrain, no visuals. Okay. I wonder what, okay, so is there a rule of thumb for this? So if we look at this, our base chance is 85% apparently. We have a shot modifier cumulative of +2. After you add everything together, it's a +2 modifier, making it harder. But that goes from 85 to 50 on that? What does a +2 modifier mean in terms of dice? Like, what's my percentage chance change from all of these? I'm gonna take the shot, but I'm kind of curious what the math actually means. What the numbers mean. Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of bad news. This is a big boy. He's got flanked and shot in the spine. How big of a hit was that? About half. All of the armor. So that did 70 plus. If he does another one of those, he can kill us. We have 1 point modifiers, 5%. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. It seems too low for what we're seeing numbers wise. If we have a base 85% chance, we go to 50 with a +2. That makes almost no sense. Hey, fallacies. All right. So who is next? Munin. Which one's Munin? This dude is hiding. We might be able to get side shots off. Doesn't look like very high accuracy though. I think I'd rather just move. All right. Slayer Elduce. Who's who? Who is this elevated guy here? This is Finn. Not available right now. Elduce and Big Sly. That's Big Sly, and this is Elduce. We're gonna need to move Elduce, unless we can blow this guy up this round. He's already done How do I tell if he's done this round or not? So his initiative seems to be 14, if I'm gathering that correctly. So presumably he's already gone this round. We have 14, 16, 17, 18, and 17 again. And that's why our options are... That doesn't make sense. Unless we've already used these other two. I don't think we've used Finn yet, though. Is it higher initiative goes sooner? In which case he hasn't gone this round? Well, if that's the case, we really need to get this guy the fuck out of here. Although we could just put our... We don't have jump on this guy. I was going to say we could position ourselves in a way he can't be flanked, but it doesn't look like that's an action option. No ace pilot. Ace pilot would be really nice right about now. I don't know how fast that unit is either. Is that a stat that I have access to? Nope. He's down to 1 ballistic weapon. Do I really have to run from him? Maybe not. On my way. Okay, I would like to shoot him in the fucking face, and I would like him to like it. Is that too much to ask? Ready for orders. All right. Or I can go to see him. Jump into the water. What is my torso? It's most wounded. Basically, neither of them are actually wounded at all. Let's jump into water. Or to jump into trees. What happens? I still go to 0 in terms of my heat. So let's do that. Okay. I have a second action after jumping. Guess I could jump and shoot then. Okay, I see. That's fine. We can just brace. And then this is my guy very close, but apparently no LOS to see him. We're quite high on heat, unfortunately. Last time we could jump and only shoot once. But still, a jump and a single shot beats nothing, right?
No problem, boss. I got this.
Could try overheating and see what happens. I don't think it's close enough to dead to make that a particularly great idea, but think about it later. This is 2, not over. This is still going down. I can actually shoot 3 with a very, very slight overheat. I wonder if it's scaling. We're actually pretty unstable too right now. You don't want to be jumping every turn, I guess. Let's try what overheating does for us. Yeah.
Watch my heat. Taking damage.
Heat critical. Taking damage. Overrides shutdown. Can I see what it did? Alright, so opponent's turn is at 12. He's lost initiative relative to the last turn. This guy is very, very early in the initiative. Rolled high, I guess.
What's up, boss?
Alright, so let's see what this debuff does. Your unit may trigger a shutdown at the end of the turn unless heat falls below critical levels. Shutdown chance 27%. Ammo explosion chance 8.3%. Current shots are 83% accurate, with medium range adding some negatives to it. Aim over heat is a penalty. Target terrain. Okay. I could presumably dump some resolve to dump all of this shit. Oh no, it doesn't do what I thought it did. Okay. Let's just try shooting. Right now, if I don't move, I drop all of my heat down. So that seems okay. I'm not having a stability bonus that I see. So I think what this says here, my heat doesn't change. But if I shoot with 3, my heat goes below critical. I drop all of my instability. I get decent shots. It seems okay. Started a fire. I wonder if that actually has any impact. Alright. What's the health left in this stupid vehicle? 1 billion. It's too bad. I can see it is a side shot. We could try to maneuver for a rear shot but not get there. We could get into cover. I'm a little bit concerned about how fast it is relative to us. I don't mind just shooting it. Has impact and it's great. You can light the force and fire. Okay. But if we were to shoot it right now, odds aren't incredible, but they're all right. Unwounded side. So he has, well, it's not unwounded anymore. We've done some damage. All right. Our frontal torso armor is a bit weak too. Actually, all of our front armor. We're getting a little bit beat up on Elduce, is what I'm learning here. We do have to fucking kill the thing in my lifetime, so I think we're just going to go for it. Okay.
Target taking a critical hit.
All right. Our scrub.
Waiting for orders.
Just does not want to be seen. I think you're just going to stay where you are. It's fine. Presumably, the opponent gets to act now. Oh, we have one more. Our 14 goes ahead of their 12, of course. All right. Well, where is its armor actually right now? Its side armor is pretty shit. I think we kill it if we... No, we probably have to get into its... I don't actually know what happens here. I think if we kill its side armor, we kill it. That doesn't seem right, though. But where's its torso as a vehicle? I don't actually know. Let's say we were to move. That's obstructed. That's rear armor. Rear armor actually looks fairly healthy. Could side armor from there. Vehicles die from any sector death. Then we definitely want to shoot it from there then. Thank you. It's been a long time since I played this game. Over a year, I think. Alright. So let's drill the side of it. Alright, I would like to add the small laser. And I would like to destroy it. Fantastic. You certainly sent them a message, Commander. Commander? The message was... What was the message, chat? If we had to decide on a message, what was it?
Mission successful.
Okay. Message was high. Next time, bring less tanks. All right. Contract and payment increased by 30%, but not salvage that I can see, which is kind of annoying. Destroy the enemy forces, success. Destroy enemy mechs, success. Payment, sure. We get this amount. Where's my salvage, brothers? Okay. That'll be on the next page, or I'm going to be pretty pissed. Draconis Combine is pleased with your fervor. Your skills in battle are precisely the sort that young cadets could learn from. Aww. We got 2 faction with them. Experience, equal amount of experience for everybody, so presumably it's not based on kills. See the damage. Sure. I think this means the mech is out of fucking commission. Yeah, it does. So any structure damage looks like it takes the mech out of commission, whereas no structure damage... Did this guy even take fire? He took fire. He took armor damage, but he's not out of commission. Okay. Next. Where's my salvage? Here's my salvage. Potential salvage. We are allowed 3 items. Why does the payout... I feel like salvage should scale with the payout stuff too. Because like it artificially penalizes you then. If there's a secondary objective and they reward you more for that, but you've negotiated full salvage, you don't get anything extra from that. Or you only get 10% of your 30% increase, right? It's kind of annoying. And there's a fuck ton of salvage here. LRMs, flamers, large lasers, medium lasers, more medium lasers, machine gun ammos. The first playthrough was okay, Corvus. It was fun. And then there's been a couple expansions since then. I don't know if you should jump right into modded. I haven't played this modded one enough to know. I have a bunch of parts for the 20 ton mech. There's also some parts for the 25. Apparently it's gone from 3 parts to 5 parts to build them, so they've individually decreased in value. Although I could pick up 2 parts of 5 for a locust. But not having played this mod enough, I don't really have any sense of what's valuable here. And there's a bunch of new things I don't know, like basic sensors. Do our guys even have basic sensors right now? Like, do we know that? Hello, Brother Billy. Heat sinks here. There are 2 different variants of the Locust. Oh, the 1E and the 1V, good call. AC-10s, medium lasers. I don't know what a periphery rifle is. It's a light bore cannon. I don't know what a bore cannon is. It's an auto cannon. They are primitive projectile cannons. It's barely more than a crude tube with a firing mechanism. Okay. Engines cost a lot if I'm selling. Armored cowl. Basic cockpit. So this is a better cockpit. Looks like. There's the EMP. Pirate jammer. Okay. There's the engine cores. There's 3. We got all the engine cores. I thought I blew the engine cores up. Its value is 1666667, which is a rounding thing. So I can get salvage from shit I blow up now? Because this is 4 mech cores, I think. I guess these could be the cores in the vehicles. It says its value is 250,000. The value of this thing was 1,000. Oh, that's not. That's a million. That's 1.6 million. I read that as a period there. You just started. I have just started. Yep. Okay, this shit's not worth anything, essentially. And what were the other parts worth? A standard fusion engine. I generally like, my rule of thumb is when I ask specific questions, I'm happy for answers. And general things to make my quality of life better are generally things I'm happy to have you offer on your own. For example, if I'm doing a really inefficient way to fit weapons because there's like a way you can save configurations or something, or that if I'm asking basic system stuff because I'm learning the game like right now, then that's welcome as well. For example, I'm not entirely certain in this game yet, this mod yet, the relative weighting of systems and weapons for salvage right now, and the general kind of strategy of selecting salvage versus selecting money. No back sitting. Prefer front sitting comments, correct. I'm gonna just pick these on fucking value in a moment. I don't really want these mechs. Mech value here is not telling me either. I don't know if maybe I can't even sell partial mech parts. I don't know. All right, let's take a couple of these engine cores. I didn't see anything that immediately stood out as a weapon I wanted. Maybe the AC-10 or the large laser. I do like lasers. Someone carved X's and O's all over the barrel of this poor AC-10, then let rust set in. I tried to wash the scum off of it and it looked like it was bleeding. I suggest you send it out the airlock. Is that a quality? Okay. Can never have enough lasers. Of course you can. All right, let's grab these parts. Let's just grab money out of this. But it just feels, I mean, I don't know. So depends what these actually sell for. The value might be 1 point whatever million, but like if but if it really doesn't sell for that much, I think it's the sell price is 13%, so it means this is about 100,000 in value. It wasn't even that one, it was these ones. And if it's 100,000 in value, 10% of that would be I say 10% of that. Yeah. So we're looking at like 160,000 out of that. But then I think the negotiation cost, we went from 600,000 to 130,000. So we lost like 470,000 in value, but we're going to take 3 salvage parts that are worth about 1.6 each, a little bit more. That's like 4 point. It's almost the same as not having negotiated anything, right? Is that also worth 1.6? Or did I get bigger? Oh, that's the wrong one. No, those are all worth the same. So is this the tonnage of the mech? What is the number after it meaning? Engine core 175, engine core 250, engine core 165. It's only worth 1.1 million. The engine rating. Okay. All right, we're going to take these because I don't know any better. And this is our first mission of this game. So, all right, 13 items received. Wait. Okay. 13 items received. So the salvage then is not how much salvage we get, but it's the ones we pick. Oh, things are coming into perspective a little bit better. So we just rolled pretty high here, I think. Picked up both Locust parts and the Bessie part, which would probably be my next selections. Picked up another medium laser here. Got the other 2 engine cores. Are you sure this is random and not by value? Or are these the ones we selected? Those might have been the ones we actively selected. I can't tell if that's included. 13 items received. 6, 7 at the SRM. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 here total. Priority 3, total 13. I think these include the 3 I picked. Those are the 3 I picked. Okay. I still think we got pretty lucky there. Okay. Claim salvage value was 11 point something million. I wonder if that's prior to or after calculating in our faction rep score. All right, chat, I'm freezing cold. I'm going to grab water and a sweater, and then I'm going to come back and keep playing. I'll be back in just a moment. I don't really want to alt tab during this loading screen then, because I don't really want to leave my stream with the big black screen. Oh, am I fuzzy right now? Is it snowing in filthy robot land? It's fucking cold as balls outside right now, but I'm not sure if it's actually filter snowing. No, I'm just a little pale. I live with that. All right. Boss, our whole lance was damaged on the last engagement. It will cost 44,000 and 34 days for repairs. 34 days? Yes, I want you to get started. What kind of stupid question is that? No, do nothing. All right. I'll be back in a minute, chat. We'll walk through this the strategic layer in a second, see if we can figure out what's going on with that. Back in a minute. All right, chat. Feel better. Feel better. I do see my my face is currently blocking the timing on this stuff. So we're fatigued for 3,666 days. It's 8 days on the first repair. I kind of need this moved. This is a scrolling thing. I wonder if this spot here gets used. Can move the priority queue around. That's nice. This has my finances. I could scoot the thing over. High difficulties intended. That wasn't hard, that first mission. Okay. Going for a ride. Eee, like that, maybe? I mean, that feels like a good spot to put it, but I guarantee something's going to show up there in like 2 seconds time, right? We'll just move it there for now. Okay. Our server campaign used to be harder, but we introduced it by reduced it by introducing allies. Do I want allies? All right. So took some damage on our stuff. I don't know if the missions have moved or not. This is something to know about. I'd like to take a look. So the first thing we're going to do is check. There's still a shit ton of missions here. But we don't have enough mechs to run any of them anymore. So I wonder if it's possible to do that. I mean, this is the structure damage that stops us relaunching. So maybe what you actually probably want to do is the first mission, really baby your structure. And then get 2 missions out of here. Take a little, so like you could launch the second mission with reduced armor, but full structure. Does the armor repair? No, I understand if I travel for a week that I can do that, but it feels inefficient to leave the system when probably we could have done 2 missions here if we'd done it better, then traveled for a week and still done that, because 2 missions in 1 day as opposed to 7 days in between 1 mission and a second mission. All right, so I need to look at that. That needs to be a thing that I know. So if this is being repaired, auto is armor repair, but it costs money and time. Okay. But it lets me launch without full armor. All of these are shown as unavailable right now. And it's not, by the way, it's not 7 days. It's fucking minimum is 8. All right, I got some other questions here. So if we have people who are more familiar with this particular mod than I am. I'm not sure if you're a reader or not. Repeating engine core X is used for X tonnage calculation. A 250 core with a 50-ton mech is 250 minus 5 equals 5 hexes of movement. Thank you. 250 over 5, rather. All right, I want to know this answer. So if mech bay, okay, so you guys have already said that upgrading the mech bay, upgrading tech points gives me faster repairs and stuff. That seems really high priority in the early game. Where's the Argo? How do I actually upgrade the Argo? It was giving us options earlier to do this, like a hover thing. Of course, Damien. Engineering tab. That's what I was looking for.
I've got some things to update you on, boss.
Drop size. Interesting. Mech bays. Repair and refit. So if I click that, I get +1 tech point. Takes 15 days to get in there. Okay, so this is what I was wondering about. So if you guys remember, there were a couple mech warriors who had +1 tech point as an attribute. The +1 tech point attribute from mech warriors, the commanders themselves, the drivers, the pilots, that's the word I'm looking for, pilot. If I have a bunch of guys, is this the equivalent basically then of getting 1 extra guy who has +1 tech points? So also, where are my current tech point total? If I were to look at that somewhere, like how much of an increase is 1? Is it double? Is it 20%? Where's my existing tech points? Left. Left where? Total right. Total's right under calendar. Morale. Mech tech 6. All right, can I see where that comes from? No. All right, how much is... That gives me 2. This I don't have yet. That gives me... Fuck! I did not mean to hit confirm there. Doesn't matter, we're probably not going to worry about it too much right now. Anyways. So my count was 2 there. Nothing anywhere else from any of these that I saw. Does that mean we have 4 mech warriors with tech points?
ready.
I wish it stayed on this. Can I move through here? Is there like a cycle people tab here? Because I would like to not make 2 clicks every time I want to move down on these. So this guy had something. Where was the one that had tech points?
Yep. Receiving you. Let's do this. Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Commander.
I don't remember the stat. All right, we know where it is. It's we know where that particular wiki entry is. Let's go find it. All right, guides visibility. I don't want to do that one. Pilot skills. Okay. Increase. Defense. Increase +1 mech tech skill is tech. So we can get that on a mech wear. It's kind of interesting. A pilot. Most mechware tech points are so inconsistent you shouldn't rely on them. And why would that be true? You're telling me it's bugged that they don't show up very often?
Commander.
Alright, let's take a quick look at some other things here. I wanted to go to the store, see what we got out of this, the value of completing that mission. So this is actually worth quite a lot. Wait. I didn't get that though. We must have had that already. This is buying. Right. So that did outvalue. The 3 salvage there outvalued the negotiation cost. Or the negotiation exchange. What about, this is all, where are my mech parts that I picked up? I may not actually be able to sell mech parts. Or they don't want to buy those ones in particular, maybe? Okay. Inconsistent, they rarely show up, it's a rare quirk. Aren't there 3? In the available recruitment.
What can I do for you? Ready for orders.
Next skill 1.
Skipper. Commander. Yep.
Next skill 1. So there's 2 available right here, right now. So I'm probably gonna get those. Since yeah, this is the guy who made the fucking forum post that I read about picking this one up. Alright, how screwed am I by starting the production of the this production? Can I cancel this upgrade? I didn't want to do recreation first. I mean, it seems okay. It gives me tech points and morale, but I probably wanted to get these going. The limiting factor is my serviceable mechs right now. That seems like the one I should be working on first. Although I don't actually have mech control here. Completion 1 day, dude. 1 day for a tech point. Seems kind of more important than this thing in 14 days. Can I queue it? So if I go to here and select it, no, it doesn't let me. So I can't, so by clicking that button, accidentally trying to figure it out, I just screwed myself on when I can build this by. It's alright, we're probably gonna restart. I was just hoping to restart not after the first mission. I was hoping to restart a little bit further along so I get a little bit more information that I can make decisions on. But we're already learning stuff here. Okay, so when you asked about backseating, telling me, quote, not to be cocky with money is exactly the type of thing I would never want to hear from anybody. That doesn't mean anything right now, and it's not useful, and it's telling me what to do as opposed to helping me explain a system or how the game works. But nothing critically bad so far, sure. I understand that, but we're always going to end up restarting when we start a game as we get limited, as we go from zero understanding to some understanding and then some understanding. That's going to slow down, right, the rate at which you learn. But the first couple things you do is going to give you a ton of information. For example, right now, from what I've just experienced here, our guys are currently unavailable to go out for another raid right now, and we're going to have to move locations before we can get another raid. It seems much more reasonable to me to run 2 missions before doing that. And I can do that by either downing the difficulty and running one mission where I take light armor damage and then going to the second mission with the expectation that I'm going to take some secondary damage. I'm going to take some damage above and beyond the armor damage, but I'll get 2 missions off in this system before I have to move. It's also useful for a little bit more for pilot selection if we understand the tech point stuff, and we need to build differently here. Like it may not be critically bad to build the recreation facility, but it takes me 14 days to get 1 tech point going when I could have done it in 1 day. That seems like a pretty big deal right off the bat. If the limiting factor before I can play again, before my crew can deploy as mercenaries again, is the fact that my mech bay can't get me 4 mechs available for 6 days, which went from, I think it was more than 8. It might have gone from, oh, that's not that, that's a fatigue. 8, 10. I can't actually take another mission for 10 days. Except morale increases your resolve in missions. Sure, but resolve in missions isn't what's preventing me from taking more missions right now, right? And in every type of game like this, right, the build order for the beginning actually matters a lot because it determines how quickly you snowball into being useful or not. And right now, like, we have pilots are out for a while and reducing the fatigue for that's fine and whatnot, but we have 2 sets of pilots, so we can run 2 missions and then move and then do 2 missions again. You just can't afford the 1-day thing. What's the cost on the 1-day thing? And how would I know that? Where's the cost on that? We have 2.4 million right now. Cost 2.5 million. We could sell some shit. Depends how often we get credit reports. And we just picked up those engine blocks. Seems like that could actually be quite a good initial purchase. It uses sitting around with money in your bank. Money in your bank is not useful. It's not you don't get value out of your money in your bank, right? So I don't know what this average cost is, the amount of cost per time period. It's a much lower. So this is just a drop size increase. So it has a very high upkeep cost then. You see. What about the tech upgrades? So combat and deployment, repair and retrofitting. This is really important. This is a 15-day build. But it doesn't actually do a better thing than the recreation one. Maybe you're right. Maybe we are okay. Maybe that's actually a more efficient one. It's about the same build-up cost, upkeep cost. Where's my secondary mech bay? Requires repaired power conduits. Where are repaired power conduits? No. Is 2 mech bays what it sounds like? I can run 2 simultaneous repairs at 6 tech points per bay. All right. Is there a decision here, chat, or is this just a pure do it in this order kind of thing? Because it feels like that's a pure do it in this fucking order kind of thing right now. It feels like it goes repaired power system straight into a mech bay. Because what else? Because like you got to get over this hump of being unable to deploy missions. It's meta. Yeah. Okay. All right. What else can we learn before restarting right now? So we've learned that structure damage prevents mechs from relaunching. Repair time is quite long. There's multiple missions in a system, way more than you're going to be able to do without a shit ton of extra mechs. That pilots can, the piloting abilities can impact the repair time on your mechs, so that you're basically, and I'm kind of curious how that works in general. I guess that means some pilots are just going to be better than others for that. Training modules early is good. That's probably okay. Thank you, HMS Butler, for the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome. Wiki page about electronic warfare. I'm not sure that's relevant to us quite yet. Maybe. Missions reset after each month. You'll never clear all missions. I could imagine. It depends how many people we can eventually get. I mean, is there an increase in our habitat pods? There sure is. We could go up to 16 mech warriors, so we could run 4 squads of 4. Probably not going to be able to clear through a dozen missions, though. Thank you, Engamar. Gifting subs to my community. Welcome, Nerf Foxing Around. Does partner. Draggy G. Here comes, and I won't sub with Twitch Prime. Hey, guys. Welcome to the channel. All right. Anything else we learned?
Quitters never win.
First fight was fairly easy. I don't know if that means anything. Flanking seemed extremely strong. I guess we got the accuracy stuff under our belt, but that doesn't help us make any strategic decisions. It just makes tactical decisions easier.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
I guess some of the information we learned maybe values some of the pilots differently. Let's look at the list of attributes again that we might be wanting for pilot attributes early. Feels like the tech ones would be very good. If we start with 6 tech points, picking up 2 mech warriors immediately with 2 tech points brings us, you know, that's a huge increase of that. As you know, that's great, going from 6 to 8 for that. That's going to do a lot of speed for us. Anyways, just take a quick look at the chrome on this. Anything else that seems really, really useful early? I mean, we could just continue this one. I don't know. Depends if we get a lot more information rapidly or not. We're going to end up wanting to restart. So we've just basically added 10 days. Maybe not 10 days if the tech points impacts the time build of this. Also depends, how long do campaigns normally run for? Like a month? Couple months? Couple years? Like how much time have we just passed with this? If we're committing to a 10-day build. That seems to be the only skill that does that. Huh. Yeah, not just repair time, but build time would be really nice. So let's grab both those guys. We're at 7 of 8 bursts. We're going to get rid of fire somebody. Probably this dude, because this dude seems like a fucking chump. That was another thing that's useful from that. We picked up about 800 experience on the first mission for 4 people with the commander killing 8 things. If we normally get 9,200 experience to begin with, you know, that tells us essentially how many missions to equal out to that. So this is a fairly big number of bonuses, like 10, like 11 or something like that, right? A little bit more, 12 maybe, 12 bonuses for that. 12 missions basic bonus worth of experience, which is a lot to start with compared to this guy here starts with no experience, or 3,000. I guess it's not quite. So this is then, what we say, 8, so this is like 4 missions worth of experience as opposed to 12. So this guy seems really shit to me. Although merchant as a bonus is the other one that, how do we see? So that's something else to take a look at. How much of an impact is that? So if we go to our store, all right, so we go to our store. Where are our modifiers for cost? Top middle. This is a reputation, but where's the impact of us having people? So this archer is currently considered 19% increase because our rep with these factions is not particularly good. Also interesting to see that the store is the faction, this faction, even though we are getting missions for a different faction in this area. So it might be worth, for example, doing a mission with the piece where the people win to begin with if we want their gear to begin with. Or traveling to people whose mission areas we've done, like the Draconis Combine that we just did mission for. But where is the impact of my merchant mech warrior pilots? So let's fire that guy. It's a 19%er. Let's go get rid of this guy.
Commander.
Oh, goodbye. Okay. And then we go back to the store. He was a merchant. It should go up. It was at 19% modifier, cost-wise. And I don't recall the exact dollar amount, or I should have written that down. This is now at 21%. So it looks like merchants are about 2% different right now. Whether or not that is directly 2% or not, I don't know. The talent might be 2%, or it might just happen to have been the math here. Till we get another one, we don't really know. That's good to know. Okay, that's the value of a merchant right there. All right, let's go hire these two guys. Do we want to look at what they had in addition to that, or am I just happy enough with the tech points? I think I would hire them independent of what they have right now. Excuse me. It doesn't matter what they have outside of the tech points. But maybe. Bonus starting experience. May steal money for me. Bonus starting experience. Mech tech skill. Hired. Oh, there's the one-time fee. Okay, so we're gonna spend 100,000 here.
New mech warriors available.
And we're hiring this guy. He's got a mech warrior, mech tech, moderate starting, 20% reduced injury times, rebellious, doesn't like being in combat with officers. Reduced resolve. Do you think that's resolve per turn? Okay.
New mech warriors available.
It says 6th of 8 births, but didn't we have 6th of 8 and we just hired 2? Doesn't that put us at 8 of 8 births? Where did my dudes go? I just bought 2 dudes who aren't here. Maybe it's long war style where everything has a time component to it. Where are my dudes? I would like some help with that, chat, if you guys know.
Ready to get it on.
Doesn't show as having moved. Was I hitting cancel?
New mech warriors available.
It's not
New
taking
mech
money
warriors
either.
Available.
We need to save and reload, chat says. Okay. Let's do that then. And I might as well restart the game. I don't know if there's a memory leak or if it's just a little bit laggy in general, but let's just restart the game real quick. It wasn't costing us money, chat, to hire those people, but it is good to know what the fuck's going on. If I can't hire people, that kills the playthrough in the start. Did I miss Coriander's resub? It looks like I did. Thank you for the resub, Coriander. My apologies for missing that. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with an alpha version of Roguetech 1.8. All right, let's do a quick load then. Weird that it's not available from here. Oh, it is. It's a drop down. Okay. Channel Doyle, the 21-man raid. Thanks. Welcome, guys. My first day checking out Roguetech which is a Battletech mod. We're gathering information, deciding about whether or not we immediately restart or not. I think we could do the initial efficiency of the system better. Trying to decide the cost of doing that right now. Can I have two? I can probably have multiple saves open at once. We could go check, see what that looks like. Kind of curious what how much changes in between saves. Yeah, hey guys. Read indeed. Whoa, how come it didn't update the fucking Nightbot messages? Nightbot! Nightbot disappointing me right now. We had custom messages for that where it just... alright. Stream related Nightbot dashboard. I know for a fact I edited these yesterday, so where is this? Spam protection. That was an excess emote. It definitely has a custom message that is there. Why did it not do it? You see a custom one? It doesn't show that for me. Oh, there it goes. Actually, maybe it does. Thank you, Killjastad. Welcome back. 29 months.
Happy New Year, Mr. Robot. Hope your vacation was enjoyable. Smiley face.
It was not. Happy New Year to you as well. All right. So let's see if we can hire the people, or if it did hire the people. So if we go back to the hiring hall, let's grab these two. See if it actually works. 56. That charged us, which it hasn't done yet, and goes to 8 of 8 bursts. Okay. So presumably then they're here. They are here. Fantastic. We've gone up to 8 medtech points. What was the actual timing on building the first building? First building was 10 days, remains 10 days. Unless this updates in some way. These have definitely gone down. They've gone down a lot. If you remember the first time with 6 points, this thing was a 36-day build. And this has gone up to 8 points, dropped it to a 12-day build. That seems like a huge change. Although, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to change this, which does suck. That means it adds 10 days to our second hangar. That feels critically bad, adding 10 days to our second hangar. Like a huge clusterfuck of a misclick there. Since it literally doubles our timing on, or halves the time it takes to get a group of mech warriors back in play. It's not really that huge. It sounds pretty huge. Why can I not save to an existing file? I just have to remember what it was called. Okay. All right, was that game saved? 10 days isn't a big deal in the grand scheme of things. I don't have that information, and you might tell me that information, but even if you tell me the game goes on for a very long period of time, I think the way the snowballing works, the early game decisions are probably the most impactful. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna, I did just save. I want to save and quit. Yep. I'm gonna have 3 bugs here. I wonder what's gonna do with that. I want to see what the difference between another manual start is. The game's UI still lag if there's a lot of same save files. I don't know. I was told concurrently Picto, but I don't know if that's true or not. All right, so let's take a look if we just do an immediate new one. Also, what happens if I try to load right now? Are there 3 bugs? Even when I give it the same name, it doesn't... Okay. It's kind of annoying. Alright. Let's look at a new. We're not going to mess with this for now for the same reason. Alright, let's see how different it looks. Different starting factions have different starting mechs. Yeah, I read that, Damien. Thank you, though. Magistry of Canopus Battle Lance composition. There are no mechs, just the faint sound of giggling and meowing. Okay. Yeah, I was less interested in how different were my mechs since I didn't customize any of the mechs to begin with. I was more interested in how different were my character loadouts.
Aye, aye. Standing by.
All right. Do we just want to fire away the start again? Tactics and guts. This is on our person. Wait, one background gives us... Oh, no, it's the secondary selection. I see.
Commander? Yes, Commander.
Piloting guts.
Awaiting orders. Yes, Commander.
Gunnery and tactics. Seems nice.
Awaiting
These now have a
orders.
little bit more meaning to us. Whether or not that's impactful meaning yet, we don't know. Okay. We ended up 4-2-3-2. Questionable. Let's not spend too much time on this time. None of these people look like me. Hardest part of the game so far, by far. That looks like a bud to me. Sold. All right. MechWare call sign. First name, random.
Aye, aye.
Yep. Last name. Yes.
Receiving you.
All right. Done. Continue.
Ready for
Okay.
orders.
Confirm. Okay. All right, let's take a look now at the difference in start for available mechs and the barracks themselves. So our barracks have some different colors in here. There's a purple start now, not just the blue starts.
Right here.
Still 9,000 experience on the vast majority of them. 5,000 here. No one as bad as that other mech was. MechWare for us.
I'm receiving you. What now?
What's dependable? Don't know this one. And cautious. -1 accuracy. Okay.
Standing by. Commander. Yes, Commander.
There's a command experience here. I think this is a lower experience one though, the 5,000 one. It's kind of a bummer. Although we are going to want to bring them every single time. Command experience. Known to be reliable. Starts with some experience. And then double backgrounds. Less resolve, lost when fatigued, and does not get low spirits from fatigue. Okay.
What's up, boss?
There's a technician. +1 to mech tech skills. We start with 7. We start with 10 mech tech here. 10 compared to 6. What the fuck? Why?
Good to go.
This guy's also a technician. This guy has 8 skills. So he steals money for us. He makes everything discount less. He heals faster from injuries. He is less likely to be injured. He has experienced background. +1 mech.